So can see my screen now?
Yes, we see your screen.
Yeah. How about my voice? Okay.
Clear and loud.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. We start now. Ya, Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera dan selamat datang kepada semua peserta yang telah hadir pada webinar kali ini. Kami berharap Bapak dan Ibu selalu sehat dan terus bisa beraktivitas dengan produktif. Amin. Perkenalkan, saya Nugraha Purnama, produk spesialis DAW dari PT Eonchemicals Putra, di mana perusahaan kami adalah distributor resmi untuk produk DAW di Indonesia. Pada webinar kali ini, kita akan membahas materi yang sangat cocok untuk kondisi saat ini, di mana materi dengan judul How DOWSIL Silicone Improve Efficiency and Reliability for PCB Assembly, yang biasa aplikasinya digunakan di perangkat elektronik, di industri elektronik, home appliance, and automotive. Kenapa cocok dengan kondisi saat ini? Karena persaingan industri semakin ketat, perkembangan produk sangat pesat, dan kebutuhan produk yang berkualitas akan semakin tinggi. Maka semua industri dituntut untuk selalu berinovasi, meningkatkan mutu, dan terus berkembang. Presentasi kali ini akan dibawakan oleh Senior Lead Technical Service and Development Specialist dari DAW, yaitu Mr. Richard Seng. Beliau sendiri sudah bergelut di dunia elektronik selama 17 tahun, dan saat ini beliau fokus ke desain, performa, safety, and reliability electronic assembly. Untuk tata cara webinar, bisa Bapak-Bapak dan Ibu lihat pada teks yang ada pada layar. Kami akan kirimkan sertifikat kepada seluruh peserta dan souvenir menarik bagi 10 orang dengan pertanyaan terbaik tentunya. Langsung ke tempat Anda dan akan dikoordinasi oleh kantor cabang Eon di masing-masing wilayah. Untuk mempersingkat waktu, kita akan memulai webinarnya, dan sebelum itu ada sambutan dari Presiden Direktur PT Eonchemicals Putra, Bapak David Wawaruntu. Kami persilakan. Silakan Pak.
Ya, terima kasih. Halo ibu-ibu dan bapak-bapak, selamat siang. Ya, senang sekali hari ini bisa berjumpa di sini. Ya, pertama saya ingin mengucapkan terima kasih atas kehadiran bapak-bapak dan ibu-ibu meluangkan waktu untuk ikut webinar ini ya. Semoga ini bisa bermanfaat gitu. Seperti kita semua tahu saat ini kita dalam dunia sedang mengalami pandemi COVID ya, dan ini membuat semuanya jadi jungkir balik ini. Jadi kita kerja pun jadi semuanya serba berbeda itu. Dan terutama untuk customer kita juga, mereka shopping udah nggak leluasa untuk shopping gitu. Mungkin kalau mereka beli barang sekarang banyak dilakukan lewat online ya. Tapi perubahan ini mengakibatkan itu brand name menjadi sangat penting ya, bahwa kepercayaan terhadap brand awareness, dan kepercayaan terhadap reputasi sebuah produk itu menjadi sangat penting. Karena mereka hanya bisa beli lewat online gitu. Jadi mereka penting sekali akan memilih produk-produk yang menurut mereka bisa dipercayai gitu, yang kualitasnya bagus, yang tidak mudah rusak, yang bisa tahan lama. So kalau sekarang rusak, memperbaikinya pun susah sekali, nih nggak tahu nyari siapa yang bisa memperbaikinya, ya. Tapi jadi dengan seminar ini, dengan webinar ini diharapkan kita bisa membantu dengan mungkin ada penjelasan mengenai cara-cara yang mungkin bisa membantu ibu-ibu dan bapak-bapak untuk memproduksi produk-produk yang bisa lebih reliable gitu, kualitasnya lebih bagus dan lebih tahan lama. Ya, saya rasa dari saya cukup itu saja supaya tidak terlalu panjang ya. Saya persilahkan kembali ke Pak Nugraha. Terima kasih.
Ya, terima kasih banyak Pak David atas sambutannya. Now, without further ado, we will turn to time to offer to Mr. Richard Seng. And please, Richard, take your time, and thank you for joining with us.
Thank you so much. Hello, good afternoon all. Thank you for joining our webinar today. Yeah, today I'd like to share how DOWSIL Silicone solutions can improve your product efficiencies and reliability. My name is Richard Sen, Senior Technical Service and Development from Eonchemicals Singapore Private Limited. Today, my presentations will be in English, but not to worry. If you have any questions, you can always send a note to our our colleagues, the Eons, and also send to me directly. You are welcome all the questions and inquiries about that. Dow over 100 years inside knowledge of specialty chemical innovations to meet the customer's needs and delivering impactful product and performance for the reliability of our customer product. So introducing our Dow brand that we have over 100 years of insightful the customers and product innovations knowledge. Dow, the leading specialty chemical solutions provider, we located globally. We have 109 manufacturing sites in 31 countries, 12 innovation centers in 10 countries in 4 continents. In US and Canada, North America, we have 35 manufacturing sites in 2 countries. In Latin America, we have 18 manufacturing sites in 4 countries. Europe, Middle East, Africa, India, we also have 37 manufacturing sites in 15 countries. In our regions, Asia Pacific, we have 19 manufacturing sites and in 10 countries. So this is our all global footprint that we can support your business and manufacturing activities all over the world, wherever you may have activities and projects. Dow, as the leading innovation company, we invest in R&D and product development, and of course the technical service and development. People like me, we always work together with our customers and develop customers new product, and also we can specify and provide our solutions in the customer designs and product development. So we have several R&D across the world. We have in North America, Latin America, of course in Asia, Europe, Middle East, Africa, and India. Over many years, Dow received a number of industrial recognitions awards and innovations awards. In 2019 alone, in Dow Consumer Solutions Business Unit, we received several innovations awards for innovative adhesive, 3D printing, LSR, thermal gels, moldable silicones, and also sustainable personal care formulations, and also the individual contributions to the industry that to provide impact on the industry itself. Dow provides one of the largest industry B2B platform for our user that we can provide that very different range of platform the user can able to easy to search. Yeah, in 2019 alone, our records show that we have 9 million page viewer. We have about over 3,000 registered customers that they download 500,000 of literature, and they search about 1.2 million product search. And from the search, we can actually offer that product over 5,200 products that can be suggested to our end users and customers. In 2019 alone, our e-commerce revenue is about 3.7 billion. So in 2019, imagine the possibility, the power of silicone. So do you know the first footprint on the moon actually is made by silicone's rubber boot? Silicone is an amazing material with a unique potential to improve the world that we have shared, and also is a very revolutionary that the material we can use and shape our future. Of course, that will help improve the reliability and the performance of the product, especially in electronic industries. Dow over 75 years of silicone knowledge in manufacturers and solutions provider. We serve our customers for decades. We have supported customers' PCB assemblies and systems assemblies all over the countries. Allow me to share where silicone comes from and how a silicone is made. Silicone actually made from the sand that you can find commonly on beach. That from the sand, there's a process that makes silicone metal under the very high temperature. So Dow actually used this silicone metal as a raw material to process. In our basic plant, we call its end product is methyl siloxane. The metasiloxane is a commodity product, and from that very base material for silicone material, using that metasiloxane, that we can formulate different range of silicone product. There can be a lubricant, there can be a silicone resin, there can be a silicone elastomers or rubber. So this is how is a silicone manufacturing process will be look like. First, there will be silicone dioxide, is a sand and quartz. Then will be a process to become silicone metal. So for Dow, we use this silicone metal as the raw material, and we process in our visit plants. The end product from visit plant is metasiloxane. It is a very commodity product, and also as a leading, the materials provider of silicone chemistry, Dow actually owns three visit plants in US, one in US, one in UK, and one in China. So we are one of the largest supplier of metasiloxane and silicone-based material. So we do have several locations of a finished plant all over the world, and several R&D together with the manufacturing facilities. So this is time for the fast pollings and feedback from you. Thank you.
Oke, ya Bapak dan Ibu, berikut live polling kita yang pertama. Silakan dipilih posisi saat ini Bapak dan Ibu sekalian, engineer, QC, production, procurement, atau other. Ya, terima kasih kepada Bapak Ibu yang sudah berkenan untuk menjawab pertanyaan-pertanyaan berikut. Jadi nanti akan dari tiap sesi ke sesinya kami akan menampilkan live polling seperti ini ya Bapak Ibu. Ya, terima kasih. Oke, Richard, it's back to you.
Thank you so much.
Terima kasih
Thank you
Bapak
so
Ibu.
much. Yeah, allow me to continue another presentation. So in this stage, I want to share the benefit of silicones. So as a product development, or maybe the manufacturing professionals, we may need to understand what is the silicone is about, and we have shared in early presentations where a silicone is made from. In these slides, and I want to share what is the benefit of silicones and what will be the specialties about that, and how this silicone will fit into our product and electronic design. So silicone is very special material. They are not organic material like, for example, PU, polyurethanes, epoxy, inorganic material. They are not inorganic material as well. So for example, it's a glass. So their property is in between. So they have a special properties that are able to provide very stable in high temperature, environmental impact, and also very stable in UV, under the UV or sunlight outdoor applications. So for example, in environmental impact, UV is not able to degrade this silicone material. A very good example is a very high tower building that use a lot of glass panel, use silicone sealants. Either rain or shine, the silicone sealants can perform many years very stable without any issue. Yeah. Then they can also have very good properties that can be performed in very moisture that area. Then they can eliminate a lot of moisture absorption from the environment. That they don't like water. The hydrophobic property is one of the good for our electronic design. And high temperature range, there is also is good for reliability. So for example, that silicone, they can use in a very wide range of temperature. Silicone maximum temperature can use up to like 200 degrees Celsius over the years, like over 10 years, right? They can be very flexible and soft, up to minus 45 to 50. So comparing that epoxy material, they are hard and rigid material. They are good in the high temperature up to 180 degrees Celsius. Polyurethanes, they can be used up to 125 for the high temperature. They can use minus temperature up to 60 degrees Celsius. Acrylic is one of the common materials for coating applications and adhesives, like super glue adhesives. Their high temperature is 1 to 5 degrees Celsius. So from this range, what we can learn is for us, a designer, to develop our product, right? So we need to choose that the maximum range of temperatures that your product can go, and also several countries that we are going to sell this end product. So using silicone is not a difficult, and mixing ratio is much more easy to process. And comparing with other chemical, it can be low toxicities, and also that filler technology that we provide is less efficient, so that equipment maintenance can be much easier. So silicone is a soft and elastomeric material. So put into our product design, they can actually protect the components and also module from vibrations and damping, and from coefficients of thermal expansions during high thermal cycling conditions. That's the reason that silicone is one of the good material for electronic industry. Allow me to continue and share that data that we have. That this is one of the several data that in the industry, some of the data are easily available on the internet. So I want to share we call it DMTA, Dynamic Mechanical Thermal Analysis. So from this graph, we can see silicone is very stable from minus 45 to plus 200 degrees Celsius. And so allow me to continue to share about the silicone performance. So in actual applications, comparing that, against reliability, we will call it reliability of the product, right? So it's the humidity resistance, water resistance, temperature resistance, or a reliability involved in electrical resistance, UV resistance. So in terms of humidity resistance, silicone, comparing with this other chemical commonly used in our electronic industry, silicone will be the best to resist against humidities and water resistance, because silicones have a hydrophobic properties that they do not like water to keep inside. They will not keep the water inside the material. So silicone is one of the best material that having a very low moisture absorption rate. Temperature resistance, silicone will be the best. Earlier we have shared the resistance of the silicone under cold and hot temperatures because of a high bond energy of a silicone properties. Abrasion resistance, this is one of the lowest score that silicone will have, because silicone is not a hard and rigid material. They are soft elastomeric material, so they will be scored less in this area. Mechanical strength, silicone can be comparable with other materials because they also have a high tensile. They can offer the mechanical strength to hold the things. Imagine that the very heavy metal plate or glass that silicone can hold over the years without any fail. That's a good example in the construction industry. Solvent resistance. Normal silicone may not be suitable for solvent resistance if thoroughly exposed to the solvent, because normal silicone will grow in volume. They will not dissolve like acrylic. Silicone will not dissolve in solvent, but they will become softened. So if solvent resistance applications, we need to recommend different silicone material. We call it fluorosilicone. Right. So fluorosilicones is for solvent resistance. Silicone has a very high electrical resistance. Imagine that silicone is made from sands that we shared earlier. UV resistance, silicone will be the best because UV energy is lower than silicone, the bonding energy. Introducing Dow Performance Silicone brand, DOWSIL. So this is a powerful brand that we can provide a lot of silicone solutions to our end user and our customers' applications. So in this silicone chemistry, we can offer several range of material that are able to fit into the customer application in either ways, like sealing and bonding, gasketing, and also silicone rubber for thermal management, encapsulations and protections, coating or conformal coating applications, for sensitive pressure bonding, and adhesion promoter, for different range of products that we can offer to our end users and customers. Allow me to share general knowledge of that silicone curing technology that is industrial knowledge that all the silicone curing chemistry will be similar. Right? Condensation cure is one of the commonly known that people will use some of the silicone sealants from DIY shop that you can find. Condensation cure mechanisms is a one-part RTV. So in this one-part RTV, you can find the several range of curing chemistry, either acetylcy, alkenes, or alkoxy cure mechanism, or it can be a two-part RTV. Two-part base and catalyst we mix together and become a two-part RTV. So one-part RTV is one of the common material that you can find from the DIY shop. So you can use it in some other in your home applications as well. So another curing mechanism is addition cure mechanism or parasite cure mechanism. Under this addition cure mechanism, there's a several range of products that we can offer. Either can be a silicone rubber, adhesive sealants, encapsulations. So we do have another curing mechanism called thermal radical cure mechanism. This is a different range of a product that able to cure in a fast manner, and user will have a different kind of a process. They can offer fast curing mechanism as well, and without any other the substrate, the lesser cleaning is required, lesser cleaning requirement for the substrate and mechanism. So we do have a several range of UV cure, UV and moisture cure. For example, recently we have launched UV and moisture cure dual cure conformal coating. So for more information, we can share you more with that more product range of conformal coating range. So to understand more of silicone process, I would like to share a little bit more about how one-part RTV, room temperature vulcanization cure, will be cure when you use on your product. So when one-part RTV will dispense on the substrate, they will react with the moisture from the air. So they will start forming skin formations. Over the minutes, they will form thicker curing, and they need to have a fully cure for about 24 hours that to be fully cured. So it is like a slow curing condition, but it fits on a lot of manufacturing process, especially assembly and component fixings without any issue. So they can be a very stable adhesions over the years, and temperature wise and low and hot temperature, they have no issue. So this is very common material that customer will choose because of easy to process without require any oven or heat treatment. So, but they will have several hours to achieve the curing thickness, I would say. So because they will cure layer by layer. So of course we can make it faster curing by introducing a little bit of a higher heat below 60 degrees Celsius. So that they can have a curing conditions in such a way that faster manner. So another RTV is two-part RTV. So this RTV is a little bit different from one part. The curing mechanisms, they will cure homogeneously. So when apply base and catalyst, they will cure homogeneously. So within 4 to 8 hours, actually they can develop a hardness to the maximum range. But of course, to develop a best adhesions, we may need to wait about 2 to 3 days and to achieve highest adhesive conditions. So another curing mechanism that we want to share is platinum catalyst curing system. People also know us, this is heat curing mechanism. So this is one of the things that in the industry they like to use for potting encapsulations and adhesives for metal substrate, because these mechanisms offer that user can use this adhesive in any other way there's no moisture is required. They can cure in the oven, then also cure in demand. They can prepare the substrate, dispense the adhesive, and they can go into inline process with a reflow, IR reflow oven, and cure in the inline process. Is very convenient to use. So we can provide advanced materials and innovations for the PCB assemblies, regardless of industry, either oil and gas, industrial for aerospaces, lighting, transportation, consumer communications product, or either for the sensors and actuator applications. Of course, that home appliance that we also can be offer several solutions in terms of adhesive, sealants, conformal coating, encapsulations, dielectric gel, electrically and thermally conductive material, and also we can provide silicone foams. So in such applications where customer can use for bonding, sealing, protection, stress relieving, and heat dissipation, and also of course shielding from other electrical noise and EMI shielding process. Yeah, so that we can also provide industrial specifications that meet UL and military specifications in order to meet your product requirements and qualifications. So in general, our product line can be categorized in 4 categories to easy to understand. That one is adhesive and sealant. The second, conformal coating product line. Third is potting encapsulations product line. The fourth one is we call it conductive silicone solutions. Under this conductive silicone solutions, we can offer either is thermally conductive material or electrically conductive material. So this is the time for second pooling.
Yes, thank you Richard. Ya, kepada para peserta, mohon kesediaannya untuk menjawab polling kedua berikut. Ya, apa yang menjadi perhatian Anda dalam memilih suatu produk? Kualitas, quality, harga, teknologi, atau total cost. Total cost di sini adalah total cost production secara keseluruhan ya Pak ya. Dan kembali lagi saya ingatkan kepada Bapak dan Ibu, jika ada pertanyaan, silakan langsung klik di kolom Q&A, langsung di situ diutarakan pertanyaannya, jangan sungkan. Ya, nanti kalau misalkan ini akan dibahas di sesi Q&A di terakhir ya. Oke, terima kasih atas jawabannya kepada Bapak dan Ibu.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Allow me to continue our product line.
Yes, thank you, Richard. Yeah.
You're welcome. So allow me to continue our product line. Earlier on, we have mentioned about we can categorize 4 product lines for easy to understand. So adhesive and sealant product line. In adhesive and sealant product, we can offer user to have a suit to their requirement, either 1 part RTV or either 1 or 2 part heat Q mechanism or UVQ. So in such applications, that adhesive is used to adhere the modulates and also base plate assembly. Easy to understand is the assembly, or either is the gasket and sealing, protecting for the other thermal expansion of to fix the component. For example, I can show you this is the power supply module. Imagine that we have a housing unit. We want to protect this power supply from other environmental impact, water splash, all these things. We can seal the lids here, use the adhesive sealant, either by the sealings or either by the gasketing. So that can be used in 2 ways. And also in design, sometimes we may have some challenge that primary to secondary, that maybe insulation distance may not be enough in some UL applications or safety requirement. So we can simply use silicone adhesive sealants to have more insulation enforcement, or also can be prevent this tall component to prevent touching to the either hot surface or high voltage area. And also there's a bulky component we can bond down to the PCB coating, PCB, so that there's a vibration, mechanical vibrations will not break the PCB patterns. So this is how adhesive and sealants can be used in our design, for example. So in adhesive and sealant, we can offer either 1 part RTV moisture Q or also 2 part RTV condensation Q. The earlier we have shared how is the silicone curing mechanism. And also we can offer either 1 part or 2 part heat Q addition Q. It is a platinum catalyst Q. We can make it 1 part so that user can be used as a 1 part dispenser. But some user maybe prefer 2 part dispensing method. So we can offer 2 part platinum catalyst addition Q mechanism as well. So this is some of the well-known DOWSIL adhesive product in our so-called product line. that user is more familiar with. But of course, this is not all of our material that listed here. We can provide much more the solutions that customer may need. Or simply you can also find in our Dow.com platform that what is the requirement that you simply type. There will be a lot of recommendations can be provided, or you can also contact me for the more recommendations. For example, we have several range of RTV and several range of heat cure mechanisms. So we have a different color and viscosity level. Different color and viscosity level can suit the customer process and applications as well. So in other mechanical properties can be varies as well. So we have several range of material that can qualify for UL and also other industrial specifications. So allow me to share a little bit more of that our end customers use, where they use and how they use, then what is the product that they use in common applications. For example, automotive applications, ECU engine control units, that parts require reliability over like 10 over or 20 over years without any fail. End of the life, I would say that usually the engine sealings will be last for over the life of the car. So in this sealings, our customer will use like 3-159 DOWSIL 3-159 HP or DOWSIL 3-6265 HP to seal the whole unit and module without fail over the years, either it's a cold or hot inside the engine. Then second example I want to share is like automotive as well, is a power supply units in car power supplies, for example. So our customer may use that for assembly. It's a simply way that one part RTV to hold the component to down for the vibration protections as well. So in this case, it's DOWSIL E9189H. The third applications example I can share is the IGBT module sealing. So you can see this is the IGBT unit that we need to seal from the base plate to the housing. So our customer will use 3-6265 HP in this case. Another our product line is a conformal coating product line that can offer your product in PCB for longer lasting protection for the PCB. So why that PCB protection conformal coating is required? You can see that with or without coating over the years that with conformal coating that will be no corrosion. Without coating, that corrosions can be happen easily because of our environmental that impact that create this metal substrate become corroded, and also the high temperature with the corrosion. That imagine that the very thin layer of PCB pattern will be damaged within a few months, can be a few years. So and also PCB coating can be protect from other mechanical and vibrations, and also thermal cycling. The insulations, increase insulations of the increase. Sorry about that. This iPhone is crazy. Okay, this they will create another layer of insulation layer that we can enhance that dielectric properties of that PCB patterns and components. So this is the example of how PCB pattern can be happen corrosions. So I would like to share some of the well-known DOWSIL conformal coating product that we can able to categorize in 3 categories. One is solventless elastomeric coating product line. So in this range, so this material do not contain extra solvent, less solvent content inside. It's a more solid, and also they are elastomeric, mean they are softer protections. A lot of customer in design that product go to the very harsh area, hot and cold area. They like to use a lot of soft coating material. And we do have a solventless heat cure mechanism. It's a platinum catalyst curing. So this kind of material actually is very convenient for the customer who like to use dip coating, spray coating as well. Now we do have several range to offer elastoplastic material that can offer harder coating so that user may be protecting from the other kind of electrical and insulation and also mechanical vibrations as well as the scratch protections for some reasons that they will prefer that harder coating for their product. So this is how customers use our conformal coating product line in their product. For example, I want to show this is the smart meter. So smart meters in several range. That can be either in the oil and gas, or either it can be a water meter or electrical meter. There can be several smart meter, can be outdoor, and some are in indoor. So for outdoor applications, there will be customer will need more protections to PCB inside the housings that protect from environmental impact, either rain or shine. So I want to share some of the example. Here is a smart meter application. Customer want to protect this area that go through high current, right? And also the other area they protect by the ceiling. So for high current area, why they need to coat? Because with the high current and ion movement plus moisture, there will be corrosion. So that's the reason that we need to coat our PCB for the important area and to protect for that PCB circuit for over the years. For in this example, DOWSIL SC9186 clear is used. And another example is the smart gas meter that outdoor stay in outdoor application. So in this case, customer will use DOWSIL 3-1953, the low viscosity material coating for the whole PCB. And but for that solutions alone, that may not able to protect for taller and bigger component height, and also pin that they have a connector pin, the sharp edge, so that we need to use the high viscosity and other coating to have a spot coating. You can see this area we have another spot coating to enhance the coating protection. And this is another example of 1-260-2620 that used in automotive applications as well. There's a key requirement is protection from corrosion. So we have shared about two product lines. One is adhesive and sealant conformal coating. And conformal coating may be able to achieve coating thickness and height about 8 mil, maybe 10 mil maximum, about 250 micron. Over the 250 micron of the thickness that conformal coating cannot achieve in a one coat or several coat, that process may not be convenient for the end user. So we can recommend spot protections as the example that we showed earlier, that spot protections can be considered. Spot protection coating over like 2 mm or maybe 3 mm and above, it may not be able to achieve that height that user want to protect to their modules and components. Yeah, so for such applications, we need to consider gel or encapsulations. So for gel and encapsulation process, we can consider the coating height that can be higher thickness, or the whole module sealing that can be applied gel encapsulations material. So this is the time for tuck pulling.
Yes, thank you Richard. Ya, kita kembali lagi ke polling yang ketiga. Nah, kami mohon perkenankannya Bapak dan Ibu untuk mengisi polling berikut. Apakah Anda sering menemukan permasalahan seperti retur, rework, atau bahkan produk rusak sebelum masa garansi habis pada hasil produksi Anda? Ini bisa saja diakibatkan oleh misalkan karat pada PCB, atau cracking pada sealant, mungkin juga hotspot, dan lain-lain yang memang arahnya penyebabnya dikarenakan misalkan conformal coating, atau adhesive sealant, dan lain sebagainya. Dan sekali lagi saya ingatkan kepada Bapak dan Ibu, silahkan mengetik pertanyaan di kolom Q&A dengan bahasa Indonesia, juga tidak ada masalah Bu. Dan Bapak silahkan jangan sungkanlah untuk bertanya kepada kami agar bisa lebih jelas permasalahan-permasalahan di Bapak dan Ibu sekalian. Oke, terima kasih atas jawabannya. Ya, oke. Wow, is interested. Ternyata sering ya yang punya masalah. Oke. Thank you. Mudah-mudahan kami bisa membantu Bapak dan Ibu di sini. Oke, Richard, it's back to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Allow me to continue the other product line. So in this product applications, earlier we have discussed about the protection height that not able to achieve by the conformal coating. So in this case, we need to consider encapsulations. So encapsulations materials are very good in such a way that protecting very higher height that require. So this material will have a low modulus, mean it's a soft elastomeric material and minimum shrinkage when it's used inside their product and also able to rework. So typical applications customer will use is power supply. Such a power supply modules, they will cover with the encapsulation so that protect the whole modules inside, protection from other environmental impact. And also, at the same time, actually, this kind of potting encapsulations can absorb from the heat from the modules and key components. And battery pack assembly that also can use this battery pack assembly in the automotive vehicles and fuel sensors. And also lighting, in general lighting or street lighting, power driver circuits that use potting encapsulations. So potting encapsulations, we have said that we have two different range of product. One range is we call it dielectric gel. It's a soft elastomeric gel. They are very soft. That gel actually offer very low modulus and protection from the very sensitive components and across that mechanical stress, and also they are better in terms of thermal cycling and very harsh environment. And one of the best gel properties is that they are also can be recover. We call it self-healing properties. So allow me to share a little bit more. So gel, they are soft elastomeric. So imagine that there's a wire bonding applications in customers design. So gel can provide a lot more stress relieving for sensitive and very small components. So this is the gel will be best, and also they have a very good properties that able to recover any damage that they can recover because they have a mechanical adhesion itself and self recovery. So they will recover itself and close back the damage. So gel, comparing with the normal encapsulant, gel will be very soft and that we can use it for very cold temperature. Some gel materials are stay very soft in the minus 60 degrees Celsius, like specialty gel material that go into the very cold temperatures, and also they can protect from very harsh environment mechanical vibrations for the small and the wire bonding material. Encapsulations in the range of rubber hardness, in the we could call it show A range from show 30 to show A 50. That range of material we use in several range of power supply module units, so that we can protect from impact and mechanical vibrations. At the same time, we also have a thermal conductive mechanisms that heat can be absorbed from the components as well. So this is a comparison where we need to use what solutions that we can consider. Gel will be the best for the wire bonding applications or sensitive joints and component protections for the several harsh range of temperature range. Gel will perform best, and encapsulations will be best for that, covering the components and modules, the impact protections, the mechanical shock and vibrations. So allow me to share, this is some of the well-known product in the market, gel product. We can offer standard gel that, for example, 527 gel is very well-known in the market over the years, like several years, I would say like 20, 30 over years in the market, like 527. And you can see that several range of a gel product, either it's a low temperature gel, or either it can be a tough and a little bit firm gel, and also specialty gel that we can offer. UV-Q gel and fluorosilicone gel is for solvent-resistant applications as well. So this is the several range that may have a user is well known in the market, that in the market that used in different way. For example, Safeguard 5170 is the one of the well-known product for a lot of users for potting encapsulations, and Safeguard 184. So it's a clear encapsulations that a lot of users like to use this several design, and they have a several range of material that they use 184 as well. And we do have a several range material that can offer also different range of viscosities and also different range of thermal conductivity for this potting encapsulation range. So all of the potting encapsulation range are heat cure mechanisms, or we will call it platinum cross-linking process, because RTV, either one part or two part RTV will have take longer time to cure. So in general, this range of product all are platinum cure. But we still can offer like two-part RTV potting for some applications that need only in cure in the room temperature, yet they want to achieve adhesions in some area. Allow me to share gel-encapsulation applications. For example, the application here is the IGBT for home appliance applications. In this case, that Silica 527 is one of the best choice for the customers to protect from high voltage insulations, protection from moisture, vibration protection for the wire bonding. You can see that several tiny wire bonding that we have covered with the gel. And another application is a similar IGBT high voltage applications. So in this range, customer will need the higher temperature range, because their temperature rating may be over 150, maybe like near to 200 degrees Celsius. We need to choose different range of material. In this case, DOWSIL EG3896 was chosen and specified for the customers. So this is a success story of how gel is used in a very high voltage applications and a very harsh environment, and you can imagine the very tiny wire bonding protections as well. So gel is one of that good material that can be stay soft, even though they have a high temperature exposures for over the years. They can stay maintained soft. This is one of the gel properties. Potting encapsulations example, for example, smart meter applications for oil and gas industry. So that harsh environment that we need to protect from explosive proofing and corrosion proofing and also thermal management. In this case, we use the DOWSIL material Safeguard 567 is to cover the hole that power supply unit inside. And another application is potting encapsulation for that equipment backup power for the PCB protection for explosions proofing for mining application. In this case, customer use Safeguard 170. So this is the time for the fourth pooling before we actually go to conductive silicone solutions.
Yes, okay, thank you Richard. Ya, kepada Bapak dan Ibu, kami persilahkan untuk berkenan menjawab polling berikut. Apa yang bisa kami bantu? Ya, di sini kami ingin menunjukkan kepedulian kami untuk meningkatkan mutu dan kualitas dari produk Bapak dan Ibu. Di sini juga kami bersedia untuk dikontak langsung, untuk saling riset bareng, bersama, berkonsultasi, dan semua itu secara free, Bapak dan Ibu. Jadi kami bersedia untuk dipanggil, untuk diskusi walaupun dengan online meeting dan lain sebagainya. Nah di sini ada no cure no pay produk DOWSIL ya. Nah di no cure no pay sendiri adalah di sini silakan Bapak dan Ibu membuat parameter keberhasilan ke trial produk kami menggunakan produk kami. Jika parameter tersebut tidak terpenuhi dan produk kami tidak memenuhi kualitas yang diharapkan oleh Bapak dan Ibu, maka Bapak dan Ibu silakan tidak perlu bayar. Tapi jika memenuhi dan dapat mengejar parameter keberhasilan yang diinginkan, ya kembali lagi kita akan diskusi lebih lanjut gitu. Oke. Silakan untuk dijawab. Jadi sekali lagi juga kami ingatkan untuk kolom Q&A ada di bawah. Kolom Q&A ada di bawah, silakan untuk langsung dalam bahasa Indonesia itu juga tidak masalah. Akan kami translatekan kepada Bapak dan Ibu. Oke, terima kasih Bapak dan Ibu atas jawabannya. Yeah. Back to you, Richard. Thank you.
Thank you. So the next range of product line I would like to share is electrically conductive silicones, and also we can offer thermally conductive silicones. We call it conductive silicone solutions. So allow me to share that thermally conductive silicone product line. In this range, we can offer several range of silicone-based material that able to dissipate heat that generate from modules, components, IC. That, for example, this is that kind of IC will generate a lot of heat, and also that we need to get rid of heat from our module. So we need to use something that help dissipate much more easier. So a lot of electrical components have heat dissipation because of heat loss, power loss inside. They are inside the electrical process. So in terms of heat, they will dissipate the heat. So heat is one of the danger that components and electrical products that we face nowadays. So temperature is one of the challenge that we need to manage on our product. So high temperature, then the product will be life cycle will be lower, and if we can keep product will be in the lower range, the product can be survive more and more years, and also better for the product safety and reliability. So imagine that you have a heat source here, and we need to conduct heat from the heat source to heat sink. So we need to get rid of this heat, but without any help from thermal conductive material, the heat cannot transfer easily because of thermal resistance from the micropore and surface unevenness, right? So they will create a lot of resistance, so they cannot conduct heat from surface to another. So we need something that help that heat to transfer to another surface much more easier. We call it thermal interface material. So that is the area that our silicone is best fit. Why is best fit? Because silicone is a soft elastomeric and high temperature resistance, thermocyclines, and they can maintain their properties without feel hot and cold area, and also very stable. So in this area, silicone is best offer for the customer solutions. So in this range, we can offer several products that can be come with thermal conductivity, either it's adhesive or gap filler, thermal conductive compound, dispensable thermal pad, and encapsulations and gel that come with thermal conductivity. We can offer several range of thermal solutions to our customers' design. So allow me to share the example of that conductive adhesive material portfolio. We can offer from very low range to higher range. It can be either one part or two part, can be heat Q, or can be normal RTV, room temperature Q. Depend on the customer preference and need, and in their process, we can offer several range of several solutions for the customers. So we also can offer several range of conductive gap filler, thermally conductive gap filler from the range from 1.5, 1.9 to 3.5 watt per MK. This material can be either one part or either two part, and also this material is very stable and also can be hold vertical positions with the 1 mm or that 2 mm thickness that used in customer applications without any failure on the holding the positions, without any slamping. And they can be stay soft and compressible over the temperature range of -45 to 150 degrees Celsius and dissipate heat from PCB module, and very reliable for the other engine and control units as well. For example, automotive engine control units that they use thermal conductive gap filler in ECU engine parts, and to assemble PCB and seal the module, the whole thing. This is an example of applications how gap filler is used. So another example of gap filler applications in our consumer electronics example is mobile phone. You can see the gap filler is used to conduct heat to the LCD chassis. That's die-cast aluminum that we use. In this case, is DOWSIL TC30152 to cool down this key modules IC to that dissipate heat to that chassis. So in this case, it's quite successful. The customer actually able to repair and remove the thermoconductive gap filler much more easily without any residues. So next product line is we call electrically conductive material. There can be a several form, but usually customer will be prefer to use adhesive foam, or it can be the foam that soft range or either adhesive that able to cure in the room temperature or able to cure in the kind of oven curing mechanisms. So that electrically conductive material, where it's used and why we need it. There's the electrical shielding. EMI, we call it EMI shielding. Shielding is from shielding from the noise coming to your product, or is shielding from shielding your noise that go out from your device. That can be a two-way. So in the market, there's a lot of data. Data transfer is faster and faster nowadays, and we are also moving to the 5G connectivity that require higher speeds, and infrastructure is also require a lot of protection from other external noise, and also regulations. We need to shield a lot of the high frequency that leaking out to the environment and disturbing other electrical properties, electrical components, and devices. So design challenge is one of the challenge that a lot of our user handhold, for example, mobile, are smaller and smaller. So we need to actually may not be able to use always that metal sheathing housing. That can be challenged. So one of the best fit is like conductive silicone adhesive that able to shield the electrical magnetic interface and also block the other noise to come into your devices. So applications can be several range in either automotive, consumer electronics, IT infrastructures, and also aerospace and oil and gas industry. That a lot more that we can provide solutions in such a way that either it can be heat cure or several range of shielding capabilities, and also we can also offer RTV type of one part RTV electrically conductive adhesive. So in the range that we can offer several range. So this is one of the newly launched last year that we call EC6601 that can be cured in room temperature. So how is electrically conductive adhesive used? Just an example. For example, radar. So in radar assembly, there will be housings and also PCB assembly, and there can be another is a heat sinks, and also another housing cover. In such case, to shield the noise that going to impact on this several key module is very important to shield from other external noises. For example, mobile phone signals, all this very interference is very high. So in order to shield this, we need to have a very good grounding. To have a very good grounding, sometimes it's normal screw and touching to the metal plate is not enough when it's high power and high frequency is involved. So we can use this, for example, this application is EC6601. We can use as a cure-in-place gasket. So this material will be dispensed in this conductive surface here, and they will cure in room temperature. Or before assembly, they will prepare these curing mechanisms, and they become a compressible gasket to actually offer conductive surface much larger area, so that they can shield better, and shielding effectiveness will be much better performed. And camera, one of the leading kind of industry that a lot of automotive that come with a lot of cameras, right? So they also send this signal to a lot of area server. So this camera need to be protect from a lot of external noises. So in this application, similar, we can use EC6601 as a gasket to prevent from electrical device shield down to that die-cast aluminum as a grounding plate, so that we can have a very good shielding and grounding for the camera and radar. So another last example for this presentation, that electrically conductive silicones also can be used to have a control unit that much important for the battery management. So we can use this to shield the bulbs as well. So for that, I want to add my presentations here and open for questions and answers that you may have.
Yes,
Over
thank
to
you,
you.
Richard. Yes, thank you, thank you. We will go ahead and take some time for question now. Sebelum sesi Q&A, jangan lupa kami ingatkan kembali, bagi 10 audiens yang memberikan pertanyaan terbaik, kami akan mengirimkan hadiah menarik tentunya, dan berupa voucher belanja juga, merchandise, dan starter pack new normal. Okay, I see some question in here. Sorry, wait a minute.
Yeah, let me explain the question. Pak Nugraha, hi everyone. My name is Reza
thank you,
Rosyadi.
Reza.
Yeah, I'm in charge for Q&A session. Okay, the first question is coming from the audience, Richard. What is silicon type can be offered rather than total cost saving? Any benefit? Thank you.
Can I repeat your question? That the question is total cost saving, is it?
Yes, what is silicon type can be offered rather than total cost saving? Any benefit that we are using silicon type?
Yeah, that in our electronic product, right, the total benefit, I would say the total benefits, and also just now we have a share about silicon, very unique properties. There are applications comparing with these other material and solutions. They can resist that high temperature and very cold range, and they are very stable, so that they can protect in our assembly and PCB, so without any fail. So that meaning is performance and reliability, and also translate to that prevent from market recall. For example, if there's one of the module in the automotive industry that fail in maybe in safety devices, that can be very harsh for that manufacturer to handle. So our silicon can offer such harsh environment applications, such very important devices for higher reliability. That means that comparing with the total cost of ownership, silicon can offer much value for our customers.
Okay, clear, Richard, thank you. And the second question is, are there any silicon type can be applied in solar panel?
Oh yes, solar panel, typically that silicon is, there's a solar panel, they have a frame. We have a silicone adhesive sealants that apply solar panel fixing frame. And also at the back of the solar panel, there is a micro inverter. We have silicone potty encapsulations inside to actually seal the whole micro inverter. And also the micro inverter, there is a plastic housings. We have silicone sealants to seal the plastic housing. And also when attaching that micro inverter to the back panel, we use silicone sealants as a gasket. And inside the solar die, there's an electrically conductive adhesive inside. And some of that solar panel may come with the coating, but I am not aware that silicone-based coating is used in that solar panel yet. But inside, some electrically conductive silicone adhesive for the solar die to actually have assembled inside.
Okay, and the third question is, which the best application using coatings or encapsulant for application in power supply?
Which one will be the best? The question is yes. Just now we have discussed about the coating thickness, achieve that 250 micron. So in some case, 250 micron, we may not able to cover like tall component like capacitors and power transformers, the small transformer transistors. Those areas may also want to protect for over the long period of time for reliability and also heat dissipations. So in such case, if we can design a housing, we can use encapsulations will be much better. It's like 100% protections from environment.
Okay, got it. Okay, and then fourth question is, which more better, acrylic or silicone to protect the material? Do you have any proven data?
Yeah, if we can generate data, if there is a comparison on your product, that is possible. So from the material chemistry point of view, for example, acrylic In general, acrylic temperature range is about 85. In general, it's 85 range, and some acrylic they will claim 125 in data sheet. But
Okay.
we need to understand is 125 degrees Celsius in how long. So how long is one of the key factor that we need to understand as manufacturers and R&D design for electronic components. So for silicon, we will say the 150 degrees C for over the 10 years of period of time, because we can say that silicon is very stable up to 200 degrees Celsius. So when involve high temperature, right? For example, so we in design, people they will know that design margin, right? When I was in design, I will always look for my design margin. If my product actually go into the Middle East, for example, Middle East and environment is 50 degrees Celsius, and together with your product is outdoor application, for example, your product temperature range is about maybe 60 to 80 degrees Celsius together with environment plus 80. So that already is 130 degrees Celsius. Imagine that your product using inside is acrylic coating. What will happen? So that coating will be cracked or maybe peel off or disappear in within maybe a few months. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Richard. And then next question is really related. What kind of success parameter that silicon is the best in the performance than acrylic? How long aging test that you recommend to see differences of both performance?
Yeah, in terms of performance, I will always say I will not say that acrylic is a bad material. Acrylic is we also offer a lot of acrylic as a Dow chemical. We also offer a lot of acrylic solutions, but it is like where is the best fit for the customer needs, I would say. So if customer need a high temperature environment, cold temperature environment, the product want to have achieve a long lasting outdoor application, for example. We will recommend silicone solutions against acrylic, but acrylic will be the offer the other benefit for the other user for the some applications as well.
Okay, got it. And then next questions. I have a new project development. I'm not sure what DOWSIL solution to choose. Can you provide us recommendation how we can use this silicone in our manufacturing process?
Yeah, definitely. That we can always assist you that how to see our we can provide solutions and we can discuss together. First of the contact, you can also discuss with this our distributors, and also our technical service person will always come and visit you, or maybe we have a conference call to understand your requirement. We can always provide solutions and also solutions how to use in the manufacturing environment as well.
Okay. Next questions. My products are doing fine during reliability qualification. Why I should consider silicon protection, which will add cost to my products?
Yeah, this is a very tricky question for a lot of users because, for example, that in reliability testing, there's a no failure is found. But imagine that there's a bare PCB like no coating. That over the year, your product that a lot of dust from the environment can go into your product, and then they will create a layer on on the PCB surface. Some of the dust particles are partially conductive. So in electronics, partially conductive is we consider is a very hidden danger, I would say, because they were added extra load to the, for example, it's a signaling, or worst case is for that power supply. So they were added extra load for the power supply. So over the time, your power supply may be overloaded. So overloaded means what will happen? The worst case is a catch fire. So overload that devices can be burned and catch fire, or maybe they will fail within a few years without before the warranty period is over. So it can be costly for the manufacturer to replace or for the warranty period. Yeah. So there's one of the consider point.
Okay. And then next questions. I have a project to use silicone material, but I do not want to buy new equipment. Can I use my existing equipment for spray coating, like two-part dispensing?
Yeah, this is a very common question from our customers that they always, of course, need to use back their existing equipment. we will always assess that customer that our material will fit into your existing equipment. Definitely, yes.
Okay, this is the last questions. I need to use silicone conformal coating for one of my projects. I have concern about cross-contamination to other manufacturing area, which I read about in an article some time ago.
Yes, we have some inquiries from customers and concerns, especially they are new to the silicone applications. So of course, there's a very normal for the new user concerns about the cross contaminations with other process and other chemicals. So we have several customers that using conformal coating, for example, spray coating within same manufacturing space without any issue, provided that we have good ventilations. Of course, that we need to have a good ventilations, and also we will recommend that different room for the process for the spray coating, for example, so that that silicone may not cross contaminate to other process. And also, in fact, silicone actually is less harmful comparing to other chemicals. They are less solvent and less smell, so there will be benefit to switch to the silicone product as well.
Yeah, silicone less harmful. Yeah, yeah, that's the good quote. Yeah, I mean that's a very good benefit from the silicone, less solvent. Yeah. Okay, I think that's all for the question, Richard. We are prepared to wrap up. Thank you for your response about the Q&A, Richard.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for your time for the all attendees.
Yeah, okay. Next, Pak Nugraha, you can give some closing to the audience. Thank you.
Oke, terima kasih Bapak dan Ibu semuanya. Pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang cukup menarik. Sangat menarik kalau menurut saya. Semoga kami bisa membantu problem Bapak dan Ibu sekalian. Oke, wrap up. Thank you. Great, thank you everyone. We appreciate you being here. Jika Anda tertarik untuk diskusi lebih lanjut dan ingin mengadakan sharing lebih dalam, kami siap melayani Anda dengan online meeting via MS Teams, Skype, Zoom, atau media lainnya. Thanks again for joining with us, and we will see you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Richard. See you again.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.